The Honourable Member for Cambridge.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm proud to speak to my private member's bill C-272, and I'm excited to see this bill come up for vote very soon. I became interested in this topic because of how many aspects of our lives that it touches. It touches everything from agriculture and the food we eat to the environment as we divert waste away from landfills, to consumer rights, because it allows people to do things they should be able to do with the goods they purchase. I hope this legislation also kicks off a deeper conversation about the right to repair. This issue is nonpartisan and spans the concerns of urban and rural citizens, young and old, tech savvy and technophobe. It impacts all of us. I am pleased to see the positive response that C-272 has garnered from all parties, and I hope that an in-depth discussion at committee will follow. C-272 addresses some concerns that have become more frequent over the past decade. Concerns that the Copyright Act is being used and interpreted in areas far beyond its scope. In particular, the provisions of copyright that are actually able to prevent the repair of digital devices and systems, even when nothing is being copied or distributed. As digital technology around us has become less expensive, it has become more integrated into our daily lives, and the Copyright Act governs the software that is found in these systems. As an example, the technology hasn't changed dramatically in refrigerators over the past few decades, but now you can get a fridge with a computer inside or digital touchscreens on the front. That computer, more specifically onboard software, is protected under the Copyright Act. That computer runs and manages the refrigerator and the onboard systems. However, a manufacturer could choose to not allow the repair or replacement of a filter or a compressor or some other part without a specific code or password or permission put into the system. They may do this to prevent outsiders from making repairs, to ensure only their approved technicians make the repairs, or prevent the installation of aftermarket parts. However, if someone makes that repair on their own and breaks the technological protection measure to force it to accept the repair, they could be violating the Copyright Act and could be charged with breaking a federal law. This need for repair is even more critical for people in rural and remote locations who likely do not have quick or easy access to dealerships or manufacturers. These technological protection measures, or TPMs, can inadvertently prevent repairs and can shut out independent repair shops, home DIY repairs, and even stop repairs after a company has gone out of business, because they would still be breaking the TPMs even if there are literally no other options for repair. This goes against everything that Canadians understand instinctively when they purchase something. C-272 works to prevent these kinds of issues by carving out a specific and very limited allowance for consumers to circumvent a TPM, but only for the purpose of diagnosis, maintenance, or repair. None of these copyright protections are an issue with respect to repairs, and the spirit of the copyright is not intended to speak to the repair of physical devices at all. Interpreting it this way is wildly outside the scope of the intent of copyright, and the legislation is out of date and misused as a result. The circumvention of TPMs discussed and allowed under C-272 are only for the repair, maintenance, or diagnosis. Any other circumvention would remain illegal under the Copyright Act. So far, I've had the opportunity to hear from constituents, people across Canada, and internationally, all of whom are interested in seeing this bill passed, and I thank them for their support. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank my staff for all their hard work on this bill, especially Andrew Cowie, who without we would not be speaking about this today. And thank you to the members for their debate today and in the first hour. I am also happy to discuss any changes requested by committee, changes that could strengthen the bill and its impact. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.